Yeah, in exchange for money.
Right.
And then the hope ended up fueling you more than the money ever does. But it's a different conversation. But but he said this one thing to me, and it really resonated. He's like, I'm just looking for my next big bone to gnaw on. And that visual, for whatever reason, like stuck to me. And so I'm like, I just need a big bone to gnaw on, knowing that I'll never chew through the entire bone, but being pumped every day to just get a little bit further down the nub. You know
what happens if we don't have a vision for our lives?
I think you have less direction. And so you make less progress because you can't make progress unless you have direction, because otherwise you're just moving. Mm-hmm. So like you can only have direct, like a vector, right? Movement in a direction. If you know where you're trying to go. And so it's like the first thing we have to do is figure out where we're trying to walk, and then we can start walking there.
Yes. You said you want to be a billionaire in 5 to 7 years, so you kind of see the math playing out that way.
Yeah.
Let's say you were forced to do it in half the time.
Yeah.
3 years, you were forced to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Or some catastrophic event would happen.
Yeah.
What would it take from you to reach the $1 billion goal in half the time? What would you need to do differently? And how would you need to think and act differently?
I would probably onboard more operators faster. That being said, the current plan gets us there in like 3 years. I say 5 to 7 publicly because I want to give myself a little buffer. I tend to be that way because like I have probably a little bit different approach with goals. Like I want to hit every goal. Like I don't like missing goals. And so for me, I don't like teaching myself or teaching other people that if I say something's going to happen, it doesn't happen. Because some people are like, shoot for the moon, think really, like, I think you absolutely should think really big. But then like, okay, how do I make a goal that like, and then once I have that goal, do the activities that make it unreasonable not to hit it. Like, if I had to hit this goal, to your point, what level of activity would I have to do that it would be unreasonable? It would be unacceptable based on how I see reality that I would not achieve it. If you're like, I want to learn sales, I would